Welcome back to my studio. In this video, I want to look at perspective. Specifically, we'll keep it simple and we'll just look at single point perspective. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to see it so that you don't have to plot something every time you do a drawing. So let's get started. Single point perspective is not particularly difficult once you understand the underlying principles. We've all seen it. Classic example is the railroad tracks that disappear to a point. You see it on a sidewalk ahead of you, on a highway ahead of you, over a flat area. The highway, the path, the railroad tracks get narrower and disappear or at a point, and that's called the vanishing point. It works with telephone poles, it works with trees, it works with people. It's one of the ways that we create what my 7-year-old likes to call three-dimensional drawings. It's how we put depth into a drawing. It's how you make a chair looks like it's sitting on the floor and doesn't have some weird configuration of legs that appear to be longer than each other. And once you understand the basics of it, you'll do it automatically. You'll begin to see it in whatever you're drawing in nature.
Here we have two models. You can see they are the same height. Now I'll have one of the models move away from the other by about, 50 or 60 feet. So she's just backing up here. You can see already that even though she's the same height, she appears much smaller. This is how you draw things in perspective. So we'll shoot this here from a different angle. You'll see much clearer. There's an enormous size difference between the two of them. Here we have a path. You can see as a path gets further away, the lines converge. Here we have another path. But what I'd like you to focus on is this line of street lamps. If you run a line from the top and a line along the bottom of them, they will converge at a point on the horizon. Here, my young son is walking towards us, but notice his size relative to the fence beside him. It does not change. As he gets closer, he gets larger. As you can see, I've prepared 3 squares to do this demonstration. Here I'm putting in red lines to the vanishing point. One goes from each corner of the original square. Here I'm putting in a perpendicular at the back side of the first cube. You can see it's not quite perpendicular. That'll throw things off a touch. Here I'm putting in the rest of the lines that would form the cube. Now I'm drawing the rest of the lines from the other 2 squares to the vanishing point. The vanishing point's an arbitrary point I've picked on that black line through the center, horizontal center. That is the line of sight, or the horizon line. So you can see our cubes are starting to take shape. Here I'm just putting them in black pen so that you can see them a little better. And you'll see we now have what appear to be 3-dimensional cubes. This would apply to chairs or trees or lampposts or people, anything. All would go to that single point on the horizon. So if you wanted more boxes behind this, you'd just fit them in between those red lines further toward the vanishing point. Here you can see the completed cubes.
In a later video, we'll expand this into 2-point and possibly even 3-point perspective. A 2-point you'll use fairly regularly. A 3-point is much more rare that you would need that. Aerial perspective is what causes distant hills to appear distant. It's that atmospheric blue haze that gets in the way and dims them down, softens the details, and gives them a blue or blue-violet appearance. And the further away, if you've got a series of hills, you'll notice that each one that gets further away gets bluer and lighter.
As always, I hope you found this video useful. I hope you learned something from it. In future videos, we'll look at other aspects of perspective. If you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay safe. Take care.